Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is my first stream from Windows 11. Yesterday I just decided on a whim to install Windows 11 and see if it was any good, and it turns out that reports of Windows 11 being the next Vista or the next Windows 8 have been greatly exaggerated, because Windows 11 is actually treating me really, really well. I like having tabs of Windows Explorer finally. Outside of a couple of, like, making sure all the audio and stuff worked, the stream setup and everything was completely unaffected. That has got to be the smoothest Windows upgrade I've ever had. Like, even smoother than going from 8 to 10. Really easy. We say 11 might as well be a future update to 10, and it kind of is. But as far as a major version bump goes, whether or not it's just a feature upgrade behind the scenes or not, smooth, simple, easy. Sachi says, hey, sorry, I didn't get to show up for the first two sessions, but it's amazing you managed to get a false positive with the game's anti-piracy live on stream. I should talk about that, actually. Right after the stream, I found there was a little bit of, like, masking tape stuck in the cartridge slot. So the cart wouldn't sit flat in the SNES. And so I got a knife in there and unstuck it, and now carts fit in smooth, and that's not happening anymore. So, fucking amazing stream all around from a technical standpoint, but all the bugs are ironed out just in time for me to, you know, come back to the game and finish it. Hopefully. What else did I want to talk about today? Went out on a bunch of errands today. Ate way too much good food while we were out, but was a long day of driving and stuff. I'm still not used to driving. Driving's hard. Driving, there are, you know, other people on the road. Oh no! The act of driving itself is hard, but is fine, but the difficulty comes from the other people, as with many things in life. But, I'm starting to get the hang of driving more lately, and this trip for all the different places that we went all around town and even outside of town was fine, actually. So, the fact that I lived to tell the tale and I'm even coming on stream to stream tonight I'm pretty happy with myself. Pretty happy with all the improvements I've been making with life so far. So masking tape was the culprit. Wonder how that ended up in there. It was probably in there from when I purchased the SNES long ago. I don't know who put it in there. It reminds me of the time when I was like 2 or 3 years old, and apparently I put a cookie in the VHS player. In an attempt to fix it, I guess. I'm sure that fixed everything. My parents told me that story a lot, but they never told me how it went, and I'm sure I don't want to hear about it. I had to drive a lot, and I've had stomach issues today. The weird thing is they're not affecting me as bad as they would have, because, like I said on a previous pre-stream, I raised the head of my bed a few inches with a few magazines, and not only am I sleeping better, but all of the physical ailments that have been plaguing me have been, like, significantly lessened to the point that I can tackle a day like this and get home and stream, and I'm fine. And everything's fine. And I couldn't say that of myself this time 2 years ago, especially not this time last year. This time last year, I was having stomach issues so bad that I was having to take a sick day off of work every 2 weeks. But, that's over with, mostly. I'm just happy to be in a better place physically. It's been a long time coming. I needed the stability, and I'm really, really happy to be able to do things again. Stream again, and it's just nice to be doing better again, in general. Had something else I wanted to bring up. Yeah, that's what it is. So, Bomber Cyberpunk, when I streamed that last weekend, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to follow through with finishing the game on stream or not. Because I had originally planned it so that I could play with my partner offline, and it would just be a game that we could share together. Well, we kind of ended up diverging with the stream, and my partner's playing it offline on her own time, and I decided that since I haven't played it in the past week myself, I might as well just stream the rest of it. So you can expect a part 2 of Bomber Cyberpunk at some point. It may not be extended, and I don't know how many streams it's going to take to actually be done with it, but I'm pretty sure I want to finish it on stream, so That's future plans for streaming. I also want to do some 3DS stuff. My partner has graciously dumped a whole bunch of our games that we own physically, so this is not piracy. This is all stuff that we can use legally in emulators and stuff, and since I don't have a 3DS capture card, figured the best way I could stream, like, 3DS games and stuff would be to emulate them with the dumps that we have. So, Citra works way better on my new PC than it did on my old one. There are still some slowdowns here and there that are, like, figure out what per game settings make it work fine, and then it works fine. I want to give it a crack with a bunch of games that I really, really love that I've always wanted to stream, but never thought I'd be able to. So that opens up a whole new set of stream possibilities, as if I didn't have enough on my backlog. I'm pretty sure I know what my next couple of games are, and, like, one of them might be a 3DS game, maybe, but probably not. Next thing I want to stream, really, are Phantom Hourglass, and, I had something else. Yeah, I wanted to get back to Mario All-Stars after all this time. Remember Mario All-Stars? Has anyone here been following me long enough for when I was doing All-Stars? Because I hadn't beaten any of the classic Mario games before I started streaming that. Yeah, that was a thing. I still have that cart, obviously, and I still want to stream it on hardware, and that's kind of what Donkey Kong Country was a test for, so I might get back to that sometime. I streamed the first game in one sitting, which was a goddamn mess. I spent over half of it on World 8. And then I streamed Lost Levels in like 3 or 4 sittings. And then I wanted to stream SMB2, and I just never came back and did it. So now would be a great time to finally do that. SMB2 intimidates me, though, you know? SMB2 is like the one game I have the least familiarity with, the one that's more out for your blood than the rest of the USA NES set of games, so I'm scared of it, but I think we're gonna make it. The thing that got me through Lost Levels is the fact that Lost Levels is the only game on the cart to save after every level. Every other Mario game on All-Stars saves after every world, so when I go back to Super Mario Bros. 2, I have to contend with that and, you know, not get discouraged when I die on 2-3 for the 100th time. But I'm pretty sure I can handle it. Hylian says, Phantom Hourglass heart. Hey, Hylian, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Phantom Hourglass is, being fast-tracked, probably, to the next game that I do after I've got this stuff off of my plate. That's one I've been looking forward to for a really, really long time. I was talking about emulators a moment ago. I don't need to emulate this one. I have it on Wii U. So, it's technically emulated. You know what I mean. But I bought it on Wii U from the eShop long, long ago with intent to stream it before it got shut down. So, I have that, and I have Spirit Tracks for whenever we're ready for that. But I've had a lot of people express interest in Phantom Hourglass, so I'm really excited to get to it. Especially as a follow-up to Minish Cap. And especially as, like, I haven't played Phantom Hourglass since I first played it, and I loved it to bits. It was actually one of my favorite Zeldas at the time that I played it. Controversial opinion, I know, but part of the intent of the stream when I do it is to go back and see, is this game still good? Because since I've gotten on the internet, I've heard a lot of mixed things about it. Sriracha says, I've dumped my Mega Drive and Game Boy Advance games and have the means to dump DS and 3DS games, and I still want to get a Game Boy dumper. Oh, one day we're going to get a Retroed with all the fixins, and we're going to dump all the rest of our games too, and it's going to be great. But for now, my partner has graciously put a lot of time into dumping all of our 3DS stuff, all of our DS stuff, I think. Might still not have done the DS stuff yet, but she's done all of our Wii and GameCube games as well, so we're sitting pretty. A lot of fun options for stuff to play. And once we get a retro, there will be even more. Alright, I think that's enough chatting. I want to jump into Donkey Kong. It's time to hopefully finish Donkey Kong tonight. We'll see how far I can get into it without getting too frustrated by getting game overs over and over again. Apparently we're on the last world, so here we fucking go.